Is minimalism on its way out? Bye-bye. Quiet luxury. We are now seeing a shift towards individualism, moving away from the hyper-minimalism that dominated recent years. It's more about personal expression in style, with people embracing individuality and experimentation in their wardrobes. This shift isn't about completely abandoning minimalism, but rather embracing a more diverse range of aesthetics. So, let's dive into the modern bourgeoisie, characterized by ornate, lavish designs, strong shapes, and a mix of rich colors and textures. Hello, 80s? Let's just say more is more. Have you seen the explosion of bag charms? Fashion girls are taking inspiration from the way that Jane Birkin herself used to wear her own Birkin. She used to use all of these accessories and used the bag as a canvas for her own self-expression. So that sort of energy is really playing out today. People are embracing a more playful, eclectic approach to fashion, something that allows for individuality to shine through. You can use these charms like a little identity marker to individualize your look without having to buy a new wardrobe. TikTok is exploding with fashion girls taking a trip to Home Depot to buy their favorite carabiners so they can DIY their own design. There's a million different ways to make an old bag look fresh and new. Designers like Valentino and Saint Laurent are leading the charge in this direction, creating pieces that combine extravagance with a very visually striking appeal. Boldness and excess, mirroring the contemporary environment in a very 80s coded way, with sharp shoulders, ruffled skirts, and an explosion of prints and colours. One theory could be that in the 80s, there was a very noteworthy recession and then inflation that really defined the early 80s. So if we're talking about 80s fashion and the era of excess, you could probably draw a through line to today with the inflation that's happening and what is going on in the background of our day-to-day lives. In 2025, we will likely see a huge wave of bright colours, patterns, and really louder ways of dressing. It feels fresh and it's being done in exciting new ways. Okay, so hot ticket items. The introduction of the barn coat. It's like you own some land and are romping around in the fields, or you at least own a country house. It signals wealth and status and is a trend that is defining full style at the moment. It's a multi-level symbol of wealth, effortlessly bridging the gap between high fashion and more accessible trends. We are seeing them available at luxury level and also at an affordable level, so it's really infiltrated the market. And then there's the 60s era. It's the return of boho. Everywhere we look, there's another celebrity in this full Chloe ruffled look. The new creative director, Shamina Kamali, came in where she's presented beautiful looks with ruffled chiffon and cool girl clogs. Many pieces that were outdated for a while but are now coming back. It's all about flowy silhouettes, sheer layered fabrics and long pendant necklaces. And now affordable retailers like Mango and Zara are doing ruffled chiffon tops and dresses and selling out at lightning speed. The impact of the new Chloe girl has on fashion, and the classic Chloe girls like Sienna Miller and Daisy Edgar Jones, with flowy dresses and platformed clog shoes sitting front row at the shows. It's a free-spirited anti-establishment energy. 60s era is most known for boho style and tied with this moment of political resistance. The youth-led movement was against the war in Vietnam, and today we're seeing similar movements being led by Gen Z taking on activist roles in society. So it feels like there's a lot, that same type of energy that's happening right now. Last but not least, it's time to say see you later to the ultra baggy 90s jeans. And hello, slimmer silhouettes. And no, not the dreaded word skinny jean, but more like a cigarette style jean or a slimmer trouser. And more of a relaxed, straighter style is what will be sticking around. So, two big themes that will play out in 2025 is the explosion of personalization. So anything from bag charms to DIY sneakers with different laces. People leaning into self-expression as a way to differentiate themselves from the rest of the pack. And the second is the maximalism era that will be defined by an explosion of colours and prints that we saw in the 80s. The strong-shouldered jackets, but done in a really pretty, colourful print or a ruffled lace. We will see this play out in colours and beautiful fabrications, opulence, maximalism, and self-expression. So be yourself and be loud.